All right, welcome back. Another big day. Get the camera focused here, and just kind of let you know how I'm feeling. I guess you guys that are along for the journey, or I don't know, if you enjoy the video, some do, and if you do, hey, I'm going to keep sharing as long as I can, so you can go with the journey, and too much, move on. But I'll keep you updated, and maybe it helps some people that are going through the same thing or know what to expect. So today was the first day of chemo and radiation. So they actually went in and zapped my brain, or the tumors in there. And obviously I'm doing okay. I guess you can be the judge, but I'm feeling okay. And I'm as always in life, pushing the envelope. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of my normal stuff here, but we do have a watch on. We've got the Casio, this Casio Oceana solar watch. Pretty cool. Certainly don't have boots on because I'm trying to maintain some good steps, not fall. And we got a picture of John Kennedy over there. How about that? Ron's bust that I'd found up in my mom and dad's stuff. And Waddy's here. He's chilling. You got their food. They're happy. The other dogs are around, and I'm hanging in. It's an interesting experience. I did ask them if I could take a picture of it or even the video of the machine, but they said no. So we'll see. Maybe we'll sneak one in. But I'll tell you about it if you're interested. And as I'm going to do that, I am going to continue on. I mean, I guess a good problem to have. I got too many cigars right now, but I'm going to smoke another one I already started. The Family Reserve Padron number 45. Great cigar, strong. That's why I say I'm pushing the envelope here a little bit, because to smoke that strong of a cigar after chemo and radiation. I did take they give you this Zofran stuff that's supposed to be anti-nausea, so I've taken a couple of those. My nephew, he thought papaya was really a good remedy, but not papaya. It was basically papaya pills. He said they're great for your stomach, so I said, all right, I'll try it. So far, and I may do a video on sort of these herbal and natural remedies that people suggest and give you my thoughts on those. I'm certainly trying to follow doctor's orders, but some people have different ideas, and who am I to I should be open-minded. That's what I'm saying. And then the other thing I'm doing with it, flip this around again, is great place in Canton called Ohio Tea Company. You can see the label there, Ohio Tea Company. They have these great different teas, natural teas, and they'll ship them to you. So this extra sleepy bear with chamomile, all kinds of stuff in there, and I think it'll help hopefully my stomach. Maybe I won't get sick from the chemo. So I got that wearing away over there, and hoping that will help any of the side effects. I certainly, as we've watched my other videos, I've had cancer before, colon cancer, went through chemo. And as far as I can tell, I'll keep you updated, but the chemo, I've had 3 types of cancers now. Trifecta, right? Colon, liver, brain. And the colon chemo was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Now, I did not go to the Cleveland Clinic for that, and I should have. I went to a local cancer doctor in a cancer center, and the experience at Cleveland Clinic is 1,000 times better. So I'm not going to say his name, but I will just tell you from my experience, it was 1,000 times better. I think you go to the big hospitals that know what they're doing, have a multitude of doctors on staff that consult with each other. And maybe it would have been bad if I went to Cleveland Clinic. Maybe just the chemo from colon is bad. But yeah, I got really sick, and it's just a horrible environment. I mean, you go in there, and you sit in this room, and everybody's getting chemo injections, and everybody's just trying to fall asleep and miserable. And at least this go round with it, this is a pill form of chemo, and I only took my first one earlier today, so God only knows how it will be, but not bad. Certainly a lot easier taking a damn pill than sitting there with an IV in your arm for 4 to 6 hours, is what I did before. And it just makes you sick, and then you gotta go to the bathroom, and you get up, you gotta walk with your IV attached. I mean, it's just a pain. But again, that was some years ago. The colon cancer, that was, gosh, 16 years ago. So, things have changed with that. But anyway, let me tell you about today and about getting radiation to the brain. And so speaking of hospitals, and again, I'm just going to walk out here and pour my tea water into this. Here it got done. But, I can't say enough about the care at Cleveland Clinic. I mean, the staff there is just phenomenal. Nursing, the doctors, I mean, they make it pretty seamless. Check in, everything. So, I don't know, other places, maybe other places is good, but I'll tell you what, it'd be hard for you to find somewhere better to go for your care than Cleveland Clinic. And if they want to send me a check, they can. But I think I'm sending them plenty. Or thank God my HSA. But so anyway, so just a little plug, because they do make it better, and I've been through cancers before, and it's not been anywhere near as professional and seamless and the process there. So I can't say enough about that. So what happened today? So today was radiation treatment number 1 of I guess I'm scheduled to do 30 of these. I don't know, somewhere in that 30 or 40. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Every day, not weekends included though. And the goal is to either shrink or stop the growth of the cancer in my brain. And very important, obviously, to do that. I mentioned it before in other videos that he said, my brain is affected on one side. That's where the large part of the tumors are. But the other side of the brain compensates. And the problem is, if the cancer grows to the other side can't compensate. So we got to do this radiation to try to stop the spread of that, and hopefully stop some of the swelling. Swelling in the brain is not good. Nowhere for it to go. The skull's hard. And I feel the pressure and the swelling, and so hopefully this will alleviate some of that. It may take some time. They said the effects, I might have some short-term memory effects. I don't know. So far, so good. This is treatment number 1. So, and I'm doing chemo with it by pill. And the doctor said the chemo really is not effective with this type of cancer without radiation. So you really got to do both. And if you want to do it, they gave me the option. And the option of doing nothing was not good, because that was just a relative short number of months of an expected lifespan. So this could very well extend that, into multiple months, maybe even years. So we'll see. God's time, not mine. But right now, I'm doing what they tell me to do. I go up, suit up, and show up. I don't have to suit up too much. Flannel's fine. And we'll go up tomorrow and get another one. So what's it like to get radiation to your brain? Well, let me put this camera down. It's not as good as this cigar. I'll tell you what, this cigar is awesome. Family Reserve. Pretty good. It's holding up to chemo. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's a wise thing. I'll tell you, not to get gross, but, during my chemo with the colon, I routinely got nauseated. I got sick. And certainly they warned me about that, and I almost anticipate that's coming. But I we'll see. You know, um, not the worst thing in the world. That you know. But so far so good. But I am pushing the envelope. I'll tell you that, with the cigars and some Costco chocolate cream pie. So why not live life, right? So I figure while I got the taste for the cigars and I'm not throwing up by smoking them, I'm going to smoke them. That's where we're at. So last week they took me in. They did a mold of my head, and they made a mask. And that would allow the doctor to pinpoint where the radiation beams would go. So you go in today and lay down in this, basically a CT machine or MRI machine. And they put the mask over my head. Some people get claustrophobic. I didn't, it's not that big a deal, really. Mask is warm. Just don't think about it too much. Try not to look out of it, I said, as long as I can breathe, I'm not going to get too worried about it. So they lay you down, and they back in this machine, and you just hear these kind of like a laser sound, a higher pitched beam almost, going in, and it really, I think they did it 3 times, went in with this beam, and maybe the whole thing only lasted 15 minutes, 20 at the most, and you don't really feel anything. I mean, I almost had a sense of burning, like I could smell some burning, but they said that might be in my head, could be the machine. But I was imagining, of course, the cancer getting burned and fried, and hoping it was, and hoping that, it didn't hit a part of my brain that I needed. And he didn't, it came out, I'm fine. So that, it wasn't a bad experience at all. Again, people are really nice. And they say, we'll see how it goes, the cumulative effect, that the chemo, how well I'll feel as this thing progresses. But the doctors told me that, there's hope to shrink or stop the growth with this treatment, and that I might incur, again, some short-term memory issues, maybe slight cognition. I told him, number one, throughout this whole thing, my cognitive functioning, if you can keep it going, the brain's an amazing thing, and I want to keep it going. So he said he doesn't think it'll affect that much, and if it does, a little bit it'll come back. And he says if the if the treatment here works, that'll actually improve cognition, and I'll do well when the cancer stops spreading and growing. This is not a miracle cure type of situation. I know what I'm dealing with, but it's a matter of buying some time. Time to live life, enjoy, continue this journey, this, grace tour, as I call it. And there's a grace tour today. My sister, Carolyn, beautiful caretaker she is. Lisa, my support system here, her mom and dad, and her family, and all my friends, all of you guys help. But, Carolyn and I, we drove up there. And it was a beautiful day, nice day. We walked around. My sister's a walker, so she's got this sense of humor of, like, everybody likes to walk as much as she does. I don't think she did it on purpose, but I swear we circled this building on the outside. She said, let's go on the outside. Let's go to the outside, rather than walk through, get some fresh air. That's fine, but it's about a 20-minute walk. I don't think we went the right way, but maybe it was good. Got my heart pumping, and I went in there and had the treatment, and we drove home, and had good talk, and she stopped off. She got her Starbucks, and I got a little tea, and came home, and it was awesome. It was awesome in that I, actually had a meeting with the guys, the group I'm in. It was online. They sent me a link. I got on there, got to see some of the guys, have some fellowship. So, and enjoying the cigar, and do a video just to share the experience. So anyway, all in all, a pretty good day. I'm glad to get this thing started. Let's see if the hand of God can work through this technology and these doctors, and get this thing slowed or stopped. And we'll see, you know. Had a cigar earlier. Probably did a video. I don't remember. I'll download it. So, all in all, you know, if you or somebody knows, I don't know, you know, you got to weigh your options. You know, some people are totally against the chemo radiation. Some say, obviously, why not? Some say go get a second opinion. I don't need that. I'm good. Cleveland Clinic's been good to me. I trust them. They've been great. I don't want to go another place, do a bunch of tests and travel and all that. Spend my time with my dogs, with Lisa, with my sister, with the family and friends, and you know, we'll do these treatments that they prescribe, and then I'll do some videos. I'm gonna check in at this Hope Lodge, that so we don't have to drive to Cleveland every day. And so I'll be up there, and I'll give you guys updates on that. If I can find a place to smoke a cigar, we'll see. But you know, nothing to be scared of if you're going through this. You know, they got good medical people. But you weigh your options, you know, and the questions that in my mind always were, what if I do nothing? What's the likely route, prognosis? And then what if I do what you recommend? You know, and what impact will that have on my quality of life versus what the benefit will be, you know? And to me, this was a pretty easy one. It's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get it started. And we'll see. One day at a time. Today's a good day. So, thanks for joining me. I don't know what the best, you know, I did reviews of the best Padrones, probably the 40-year Padron, or the one I got the humidor in there, the 50 year. Those are probably the best. But I'll tell you, they got great selection to choose from. And this 45 is right up there. It's a great cigar. Padron is just phenomenal. Great cigars. So highly recommend them. All right, that's what I got. We'll see you soon. Thanks for joining.